Welcome back, everyone. Today we have a post from another person who is extremely anxious about their new job, and they want some advice, and they're hoping that there are others in the same boat as them. So let's go ahead and get into it. They say, I recently graduated from college and got a new job. I have to say I'm thankful, and I can definitely acknowledge how lucky I am for being able to get a job during these times and right after finishing college. Prior to that, I was working at a very big company as a part-timer. I somewhat enjoyed the job itself, but the environment was very toxic. The corporate atmosphere and the politics were just too much, and I didn't see any room for me to grow, especially transitioning into full-time, thus why I decided to find a full-time job. I'm really excited to start my new job. However, I feel like I'm starting to have some anxiety or just feeling kind of overwhelmed. This new position is definitely something that I would like to dive into and pursue, but it is with a small company. The pay is just okay, but they're offering me full-time and benefits. Sadly, I feel like the anxiety is just making me think or overthink a bunch of things, such as in the sense that this company is a small company, and I'm scared that I might not make it through the 3-month probation period due to the current market, or like I might get laid off after my probation if the economy keeps going down due to this pandemic. It's ironic because this full-time position is giving me a feeling of security that I didn't have prior, but also not. Sometimes I'm just thinking that I'm making a terrible mistake leaving my current job at this big company for a new job, and I'm just scared and overwhelmed. I have been working from home for the past few months, and with this new job, I will have to go through quite a long commute to work on site, so I feel like this is also adding to my anxiety as I'm having to step out of what has been my comfort zone for the past 6 months. Please tell me that this is normal and that I'm not the only one that feels this way. I am really hoping for the best. So I actually did a video on a similar post to this one a few days ago, so you are definitely not alone and not the only person who thinks this way. In fact, I would actually say it's normal. If you were more carefree and nonchalant about the new role, I would be actually more worried, because that to me says you're not worried about whether you good or even care whether you do a good job or not. The fact that you're so nervous says that you care about doing a good job and you want to keep your good reputation intact. So those are all really positive traits. So the thing to remember is confidence comes from preparation. The reason you're so nervous is, as you said, you're going to be outside of your comfort zone. So you probably haven't had the opportunity, or you haven't taken the opportunity to prepare yourself emotionally and mentally for this new role in the right way. So how can you do that? How do you go about preparing yourself for this new role? Well, the first thing is you got to think about the type of work you're going to be doing. Are there things in your past job, like skills or experiences that you've had that you're going to be doing in your new job that are the same? If not, are there things that you can take from your old job that you can adapt into your new job? Ask yourself, how can I incorporate past experiences and knowledge that I've brought from my old job into my new job? One thing that can help is run through like some scenarios in your head that you think you might run into, and then play out how you'd respond to them. Again, I'm not talking about negative scenarios. I'm talking about kind of like role play scenarios, like, oh, if the boss came to me with this scenario, how would I respond? If I had this issue at work, how would I handle it? Those are the kind of things you want to be running through your mind, not, oh my gosh, what if this happens and I fail? Distance yourself from those scenarios and role play scenarios that are more likely to actually happen, because that's what's going to get you into the right frame of mind for this new position. Another thing that's causing you anxiety is you're telling yourself a fictional story. So none of what you're talking about, like failing in your first 90 days, your job getting cut and you getting laid off because of, the pandemic, none of this stuff has actually happened yet. And there's no indication to say that it is going to happen. So you've created this negative scenario complete with characters, dialogues, and actions before it's even happened. So you got to focus on what is actually happening and right in front of you. You got hired. So that means that the boss thought highly enough of you to give you a shot. So they think you can do the job. If you're not a jerk and you're not hard to get along with, there's no reason to think that your coworkers won't like you. They offered you a full-time role. So that means that they see this job being permanent for the foreseeable future, which to me tells me that, they're kind of in it for the long run. And who knows what's going to happen with this whole, kind of pandemic thing. But the fact that they're willing to, give you a shot and put you in a long-term position says that they plan on moving forward. So you got to take that for what it is, not it could happen. There's a lot of things that could happen. So yeah, you just got to pump the brakes a little bit on all these negative thoughts. And your first 90 days are all about culture and fit. When I got a new job in a brand new field that I had very little experience in, when I sat down with my boss for my 90-day review, she flat out told me that she wasn't looking at how well I did like the tasks of my job, but she wanted to see, she was observing more how well I got along with people, if I was ever negative, if I could handle all the new things I had to learn. It was all just intangible stuff. And that's what really most places are looking for in your first 90 days. They want to know, do you get along with your coworkers? Are you respectful to others? Do you have a good relationship? Are you trying to build relationships with your, supervisors and other people? Do you ask good questions? So, unless you're doing some highly specific technical skill, there's a good chance that that's what they're going to be evaluating you on too. Besides, all you can do is go in and give it your best and let them make that decision. But you don't need to make that decision for them. Employers hire for potential, so they see potential in what you come in with. So come in and show them why you were the right fit for the job. Being anxious and stressed isn't going to let them see you at your best and allow you to show them the skills that you want them to see. So prepare, reflect, and stop telling stories, and you're gonna be just fine. Anyways, I hope this helps a little bit. If you'd like to speak more, let me know. Otherwise, good luck, and we will see you soon.